I'm Chad Plunket, and I'm the director of the Charles Adams Studio Project, and I'm honored to be showing my collection at the Louise Hopkins Underwood Center for the Arts. The title of the show is A Place to Sit and Sleep, and I titled it this because when I think about my house, that's what I think about, is I sit there and then I go to sleep, and then I wake up and I move on. This piece is by my friend James Johnson. I loved this piece the first time I ever saw it, and it is a self-portrait, and he's wearing a clown wig and he has clown makeup on, and yet the look on his face is that he's very concerned and worried. The piece has always spoken to me just about that idea that a lot of us have to put a face on even though we're really thinking something else. And this is the most expensive piece I've ever purchased. I paid it off over 6 months, and it hurt every time I wrote a check, but I'm a very, very proud owner. This screen print here is by Alvaro Perez. Alvaro and I were at Texas Tech University together. We took advanced screen printing together, and at the end of the semester, he saw a piece that I had made he liked, and he said, "Would you like to trade?" And so Alvaro and I traded, and Alvaro was a really dear friend of mine, and I was honored that he wanted a piece of mine, and I'm the proud owner. This is an event poster that Dirk Fowler did for the Thrift Store Cowboys, and I stole it off of a telephone pole the night after the concert. Dirk has done all sorts of band posters for all sorts of bands. I've now gotten it signed by the lead singer of the band, Daniel Fluid, and Amanda Shires, and just still big fans of their music and love owning the poster. This drawing here is by Meredith Stanley. Meredith was one of my students when I taught drawing in the College of Architecture. And throughout the semester, we would pull drawings out and then pin them on the wall. And as much as you try to give students their work back, you kind of accumulate things over the years. And I just always loved this very simple drawing of this outdoor chair, as humble of an object as that is. I'm a really big fan of drawing and the immediacy of drawing to communicate ideas just very quickly. This drawing here is by Peter Chazinski. It's actually done in ballpoint pen. I think about 3 or 4 different ballpoint pens. And so when you look closely at it, it looks black from a distance, but there's all sorts of different sheens in it. I really love the narrative going on in this piece. There's a tree stump. The tree must have fallen over and hit the shed, and then they cut the tree up, and so now there's a pile of wood where the tree is waiting to be disposed of in the alley. I like the sense of humor in the piece and just the banality of looking at a backyard alley. Be a Pioneer is by Nat Long. One of the things I try to put in my house are things to inspire my kids. So even though in this show the piece is hung up high in my house, I always keep this piece down low. My kids are 10 and 7, so they're kind of short right now, but I put it somewhere in the house that they're constantly walking by, maybe just to encourage them to be a pioneer in their life. The piece on the ground here is by my son, Logan Plunket, and we went through the scrap bucket one day, and he made little tack welds, and he made this little scene. This is a tent, so it's camping in a forest, so this piece is called A Place to Sleep. And then lastly is my favorite chair. This is made by the Johnson Chair Company. I know that people will argue that Imes is the greatest chair company, but I think it's the Johnson Chair Company. And so I own 3 of these, and quite often I sit in my house before I go to sleep and I look at my collection. Thank you very much for joining me. I hope you enjoyed the work I've collected over the years.